Hello and welcome to the International School of Traders weekly analysis. My name is Nubagom Tiene, and today I'm going to be helping you guys looking at the market and tackling the markets together. So, welcome to the International School of Traders. This is the School of Traders where we all come to look at the markets and help you wherever you need. Um, Let us go straight into the market. But before we do that, I'm going to really start with the news that I expected this week, guys. Might record another session tomorrow and Wednesday to show you what's really happening in the market. But this is what is happening today. We have a little bit of news that were released earlier today, which are mild in terms of their importance. They are not really that important, but they are mild. They're not moving the market that much. So, what we can expect in terms of the high importance news or high impact news is from tomorrow in the morning, from the household spending in Japan to the GDP of quarter 4. That is the quarter of 2020, and then the GDP of 2020, and then we do have quarter to quarter and then year on year. The one that is important too much is quarter to quarter. That one is very, very, very important. If we see a beautiful change, that might favor the Japanese yen. That is going to we're going to see a lot of strength in them in the market in terms of the Japanese yen. And then there is also some other news in Australia and New Zealand. And then we do have South African news, GDP analyzed quarter to quarter. We're expecting some beautiful numbers also tomorrow, which are not really that beautiful. If you look at the previous number that we given is 66.1%, and then the forecast is what is 5%. That's a huge change in terms of the forecast, guys. If we do get a positive number, that's going to be positive for the South African rand tomorrow. And then we do have the euro quarter to quarter GDP and whatsoever. And then we have a lot of news concerning the CPI, which is Consumer Price Index. And then we do have the interest rates of Canada tomorrow. So I'm expecting, just like they are expecting, no change in terms of the interest rate tomorrow from Canada, which is what the previous is 0.25, which is positive, and then what is expected is 0.25. I'm expecting that, and that is going to be cool. And then one that we can look out for is the one from the Federal Reserve, and I'm going to show you. We should be expecting that at a later stage this week. We do have GDP quarter on quarter in from England, the trade balance, the manufacturing CPI, and all of that coming out on Friday. And then we do have the unemployment rate in Canada that is coming out. Those are big numbers coming this week. And then we are going to be looking at the federal budget that will be on a Friday. Very important, guys. Federal budget. This is going to move the market. We need to hear what Jerome Powell has for us. What is he doing? Because we just received news on Saturday, the 6th. I think that's on Saturday, the 6th of March, on the American Rescue Plan that was voted for and passed, right? So if you just go and just research, do a little bit of research on, there is news from CNBC telling us that, hey, the rescue plan was passed and it's going to help the American people. and the rescue plan is approximately it is 1.9 trillion US dollars, guys. Now, the 1.9 trillion US dollars is free money that will be given. That's basically free money that will be given to the people to do what? To enjoy, not really to enjoy, but to help them during the lockdown. Most people have been staying at home for quite a while in the United States now. So the rescue plan is going to affect the market in whatever way, guys. Whenever they pass it, they have passed it, but whenever they start, whatever Jerome Powell is going to say is going to affect the market on Friday, this coming Friday, whether they are buying or selling U.S. Treasury bonds, we'll see, or government bonds, we'll see this coming Friday. But that's very important. The rescue plan is basically U.S. government giving to the people free money, just like here in South Africa. If you're in South Africa, the social grant, unemployment grant, which is 350 rands. So for them, they will get around 1,500 US dollars, and then after that, we are going to see how the market is going to react. But if you remember very well, last year, when that stimulus package that was signed last year, we remember very well that the market crashed. I'm going to make an example with gold. We saw a beautiful market crash. When market crashed on gold, it crashed so harsh that I think gold lost more than 5% of its value, from 16,000 to 14,000 US dollars per ounce of gold, which was very significant. Now, let us look at the market, right? We are going to see a change, a big change when that money is given to the people, and I'm going to explain as we go on and further explain in the market. So on XAUSD, which is gold, this is a beautiful bullish market on a daily time frame. We have a beautiful, very bullish market, which we might say that, hey, look, this bullish market might tell us that, hey, it's time to do what? Time to buy in this market. But with the stimulus package that has been passed, the opposite might also happen. So we must not say, hey, it happened last year, so this time it's going to happen again. So if you look at this beautiful channel here, or beautiful diagonal support and resistance, they are giving us and telling us some beautiful support and resistance zone diagonally. So we are going to be looking at something like a buy here. But to be sure of this, I am expecting at least more crash in the market, meaning further down. If we see a market crashing towards the downside, we are going to catch those sales towards 14,000 or 15,000 at least. 15,000. It's not 15,000, it's 1,500 actually. They say 1,500 in the US. So yeah, it's not 15,000. So if you look at some smaller time frames, as of the time, which is 15:41, I'm recording this. Market on a 4 hour is in a beautiful bearish market, beautiful trend, bearish trend, and we do have also on a 1 hour another beautiful bearish trend. You can mark this one by using your trend line here to see those beautiful lower lows and lower highs, right? And then according to these trends, we should be looking for sells, right? Meaning that a sell entry is the one that is much more safer. However, if you go down a little bit, especially on a smaller time frame, which is 30 minutes here, you are going to see that we have a little bit of consolidation. One might argue and say this consolidation was here, and I totally agree with you also there. But also you might want to include these levels here, which are really good. And then one might also argue and say, hey, this is an order block, Yes, this might also be an order block, which might mean that we can take a buy from here, where we are in terms of the market, and push a little bit further to 1711 in this particular case here. But I don't wish to participate in this trade, but I can participate in this trade, since this is a what is this? This is a copy trade account, so I don't want people to be losing money because I made a stupid decision. But this could be a beautiful buy entry, which I'm going to take on another account, because this is XAUSD. Don't want to take it on a don't want to take XAUSD and Nasdaq, or any other risky stuff on this beautiful account right here. Okay, cool. And then what are we looking at here? We're looking at what is called, let's go in on a bigger time frame. This is Euro USD, right? I'm expecting Euro to gain more and more strength as the bill has been passed, or you might call it a bill, or you might also want to call it a stimulus package, right? So if you look at this, we have a beautiful bullish market here, which I am expecting markets to at least retest those levels and then continue going down towards the week right here, right? So that's gonna push the market at least to those support zones, previous support zones, which I'm expecting to be that should be. It might not happen this week. It might happen in the next couple of weeks, but this is what I'm expecting. So a little bit of a retracement, and then markets start falling all the way down right here. So that's a beautiful trade right there. So we are going to be looking for a sell entry. So on a 4-hour time frame, in this market, we still have those beautiful bullish, bullish structures, which market tends to break out and then rally all the way down. Another bullish structure, break out and then rally all the way down. So we might expect at least another beautiful structure right here, just like this. Another beautiful structure forming a beautiful market here, and then going towards the downside here. So this is going to be a massive trade for us in terms of the sellers, and we are looking at it closely. So, okay, cool. Let me erase this. Let's continue. Okay, good. And then 1 hour time frame, we do have that small structure that I was looking at, which can be key, especially when markets start to retrace towards these levels right here. It can break out, arguably, can break out and then stop right there, and then rally all the way down, which is going to be cool for us. So I'm not about to take a buy. This is a bearish market already. I'm going to be looking for sell entries. Okay, cool. And then we do have something that is called GBP USD, right? I'm going to go on a bigger time frame first on GBP USD, and then show you that, hey, we are still we are having a little bit of a bullish market, bearish market right here. So we do have that, obviously, that beautiful higher highs and higher lows in terms of the market structure here. Higher highs and higher lows, meaning the market is bullish. But if you go into a 4-hour time frame, we have seen a significant change here in terms of the market, right? We had this support, which we was resistance before we got here. So it was resistance, and then market broke that support, then rested at about broke that resistance and rested above support to make it a support. So it was once resistance and was turned into a support. Market bounced on that support and then pushed further up. Now that the market has come back down here and bounced on this support once again, and then now it is further below, I am looking for a sell entry just from here going all the way down, right? Because this is already now in a some sort of a bearish kind of a market where we are seeing more lower lows and lower highs. And if you look at it on a 1 hour time frame, I think you're going to understand what I'm talking about here. More lower lows and lower highs in this particular case right here, which arguably, if markets try and push towards the top side, I am going to take another sell at that top resistance right there all the way down. But we do have a nice, beautiful consolidation right now happening. And in that consolidation, let me just delete all selected. And then on that consolidation, if you look closely, we are hitting and we are very close to resistance zone, meaning I am going to expect market to bounce on this level and then rally all the way down. So this is preferably our our resistance level. So I'm going to set up a sell limit. Just be not ignorant. I don't know what time you're going to watch this video, but do certify and look at look at this, the time I'm recording, and look at the time where you're placing, and look at these prices. So I'm going to set up a sell limit at 1.38615. 38615. So what am I gonna do here? I'm gonna select new order and then select pending order because the market is not reached here there. Pending order, sell limit, and then I set my sell limit. I want it to be at 1.38615. 615. And then my stop loss will be above these levels, which is obviously a small kind of a stop loss from here, above these levels here. It will be around 10 to 15 pips, to 20 pips, 18 pips max in this particular case, which is going to be 1.3 8800. 1.3 8800. That is where my stop loss is, and then my take profit will be further down. In this particular case, I'm going to take profit in terms of the scalp, right? Or we can even push it further down. But in terms of how we're looking at the market here, in terms of it ranging, we are looking at least at 1.37876. So 1.37 let me just check that again. 1.37881. 1.37881. That is my take profit. Boom. I have a sell limit and a take profit, which is beautiful, looking beautiful in this particular case right here. And yeah, oh nice. My take profit is at previous support zones here in this particular case. But if markets continue to go further down, we might even move our take profit to lower levels in this particular case right here. So I am going to be looking at AUD USD now on a bigger time frame, which is a 4-hour time frame here. We're going to start on a daily time frame. So on a daily time frame, we notice and we know that this is a beautiful and a strong bullish market, right? But this bullish market has got an exception here, where we're seeing this market broken out. Now, we might have retested this market on a smaller time frame. If you look at how things are working out here, but we are going to be looking at that shortly. For our time frame, there is clarity there that market has broken out already, but there was a beautiful structure, which was a reversal pattern here. This was a reversal kind of a pattern. We can put this one and make it, and or say it's a bullish bullish, some sort of a channel, small channel, then market continued in that direction. So this might have been our retest on a bigger for that daily time frame. But I am going to wait on this one, wait for levels like this one right here. So there's a beautiful level right here. I'm going to show that level by narrowing down and showing you that there is a small trend here, meaning that we might expect markets to retest those levels and start going down. So yeah, then our take profit will be down here when so our take profit will be down here on 0.75881. Okay, cool stuff. And then there is USD ZAR. USD ZAR, look at it on a daily time frame first. This is a beautiful bearish market, right? So if you look at this market structure right here, this market structure was broken last week, and then the market is expected and or did a little bit of a retest there when you look into smaller time frame. So I am expecting at least tomorrow when the market when the GDP is released, gives a little bit of strength to the rand, and then from here we are going to be looking for buy positions. I really want to buy as low as these levels right here. So these are the levels that I would really love to look at and buy from. But you can also buy from these levels right here, which is 1536 point 15.36 843. So that is where you might want to take buy, but preferably towards the downside. And then there is USD CAD. So USD CAD is from the beautiful head and shoulders here. If I might explain that head and shoulders, this is the shoulder right here. And then we have the head, okay. And then after the head, we have another shoulder right here, right? Now, when the right shoulder was formed, which is still continuing to form, it bounced on this trend line, which was our resistance previously, and it's become support now. So we are going to be looking for buy positions at least when markets come down to these levels right here, which we can put a buy limit towards the top and then go towards the top side. There is also a neckline there if you wish to wait. There is also a neckline which we are going to say if you are waiting for that one, wait for markets to break towards the top side, retest, and then continue towards the top side. So that is what you can do in this particular case right here, or wait for or anticipate. So on a daily time frame, still on a bearish market, but with anything can happen with this stimulus package, guys. It's going to favor the dollar a little bit, and then the overall trend for the dollar this year, I'm seeing it bearish, losing strength more and more. So that is what I am expecting in this particular year for the dollar. Okay, cool stuff. And then let us this is a consolidation zone, so we are going to put a buy limit here. So on a consolidation zone, can always go to select insect shapes, and then put a beautiful rectangle that will show you exactly where this market is. You might want to change color if colors are conflicting like mine, but I understand what's happening, so that's fine. So okay, cool. This is where markets has been ranging for quite a while, so we might look at this zone. Okay, so we might look at this zone for a buy entry towards the top side, but obviously there's been a structure here which the market has retested, so we might want to consider that one too. That's retest there was beautiful towards the top side, um, which was pretty good. I'm seeing this market pushing further up and up. The 30-minute time frame, what's happening? So we might want to put a buy limit here, which is going to say, just in case you don't know what the market might do. If these guys push the market towards the downside, I'll be happy to take a buy from. Um, so it's going to be a buy limit in this particular case, not yet a buy limit, a pending order. Um, Sorry guys, before we put that pending order, I'm seeing this structure right here. So this was a support zone once. So support zone at this level, support zone at this level, and this right here might be another support zone for another buy. So you might want to take part of it, but I don't want to be part of this one. I'm okay. I love it without a doubt, but it's looking very, very beautiful for buyers in this particular case. It's looking very, very beautiful. So the market has already started moving. I wanted to buy low, as low as possible. So I'm going to take a buy, and then my stop loss will be below these zones, below this level, which is 26 below, 20 pips below. And then my take profit is going to be 46 pips above, not even 46, 50 pips above. So that order, um, that order that I just took now, the stop loss is at 1.26364, and then the take profit is at 1.27379 and then that is going to be the trade that we are taking right there. Okay, cool stuff. So that is what I'm looking at. Then if markets do break below, we are going to be looking at this buy zone right here and continuing further up in this particular case right here. Okay, let me just delete all these things. So now you understand when you see a messy chart on my screen or something, that what am I busy talking about. It's me only who understands, obviously, but there's some details behind that. Okay, cool. Nasdaq, what's happening on Nasdaq? Oh, beautiful. So the US market hasn't opened yet, but Nasdaq has been pushing further and further up, meaning that Nasdaq is expected to fall. I'm expecting Nasdaq to fall even today, especially if you look at it on a 4-hour time frame, right? If you look at this market right here, we have a beautiful support. This beautiful support right here, guys, that we are seeing has given us some sort of a shoulder, head, and shoulder. So that was broken. I'm expecting market to even push further down from here. So if you look at where market is, we are at least at some minor resistance zones right here. So if you look at it on a 1-hour time frame, we still have this beautiful bearish market right here, which market has been creating these reversal patterns. If market creates another reversal pattern here, we are going to look for a sell entry below those beautiful levels right there. So don't hesitate when you see it. Do take a sell on Nasdaq right there. Okay, cool stuff. More details, what's happening. I don't think there's something going on Euro NZD, but let's look at how what's happening there. Euro NZD has Euro NZD is going to fall. There's something going on there. So this is a bearish market. If you look at this beautiful bearish market has been trending towards the downside. So what we have to look for now is a breakout on this beautiful reversal pattern that we are having, right? Uh, Pitchfork, I don't know where the pitchfork is coming from. So on this beautiful structure right here, look for a breakout, and then after looking for that breakout, we are going to be partaking on those beautiful cells towards the downside. So this is overall a retracement for this particular pair. So let me just use Fibonacci and see what's going on. Okay, cool. So this zone was 78.6. Now we are just barely or just at the 61.8, which I'm expecting markets to push further down towards the 50. We might expect markets to push even towards 23.6, which is where we're expecting this market to go. Okay, cool stuff. Let us look at Euro GBP. I don't like it. GBP CAD, yes, I do like it. Let's look at Euro GBP. First, let me delete these things so that I'll explain further. So we have a beautiful bullish market on a 4-hour time frame. It's a beautiful bullish market, without a doubt, right? But that bullish market looks like it has been broken. We're expecting markets to push further up and retest these zones right here. Cool. So that the first zone that you might look at is the zone below this support, which was support, which is now turned to resistance, right? Which is this level right here. And that level, if you look at it on a 1-hour time frame, there is something that is happening right there, which is like this. So we might wanna, look at this market in term like this. Get this for now. Say, hey, if markets push to these levels, we are going to look for a sell towards the downside, because this is now it has turned into a bearish market. It's turned into a bearish market. So what's really on what's busy going on your GBP CAD? We're looking for a sell entry on these levels right here there. So let's look at other markets. Euro CAD, I don't like you. Is there anything on GBP AUD? I'm gonna start with Euro AUD. Euro AUD is in a nice bearish market for quite a while. So meaning we're going to look for a sell entry, right? But there's something going on here. Market has been ranging below these zones and retesting and retesting and retesting. Now we should have taken a sell there. We were very late and I didn't see that one. And on a Monday, usually Mondays are a little bit lazy and you don't want to be taking foolish and stupid sales, uh, sells in the market. I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, that's what's going on. So I'm expecting markets to, I'm expecting markets to break towards the downside here. And when markets break towards the downside, I'm going to expect a retest and then towards the downside. Then we are going to be selling on this market, right? Please do remind me, you guys in the group, please do remind me. Cool stuff. PR drawings. Cool. Now let us look at GBP NZD, right? GBP NZD. If you look at it on a daily time frame, this I'll just go to a 4-hour, which is a bullish market, right? It's a bullish market right here. Now GBP NZD, I haven't traded it for quite a while now. I'm expecting something positive come from it. We might have seen a fake out here. We might have seen a fake out to our top side, and I don't want to lie. This fake out is going to give us an opportunity now to look for sell positions, and just below these zones is where we were supposed to sell um, towards the downside. So then our take profit will be on these zones if we look for a sell entry in this particular case right here. And the market has already started moving, so we're not gonna be able to take that trade towards the downside. Okay, cool. And then we do have GBP Jpy. GBP Jpy is bullish, and I don't wanna mess around with GBP Jpy for now. It's bullish, it's very aggressive. I don't wanna mess around with GBP Jpy. But however, whatever market does, we are going to keep on updating you and start taking those trades with you. So GBP AUD is what I'm looking at. This is a beautiful bullish market, which I'm expecting anytime soon. This market, because this was an order block right there at the top, I'm expecting at least markets to fall in this particular case right here. So yeah, this market is still at support, so we are going to be looking for another sell below this market here. So if you see this sooner than please do give us a shout in the group also and say GBP AUD has broken below, and then this is now what is happening. Okay, cool stuff. Now let me clear some of the things here, clear all drawings. And then let's look at what is called, yeah, I think everything is sorted now. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. We are going to be posting more and more videos on this channel. And remember to go and book for a one-on-one with me. If you really want to have a one-on-one with me, just go to the international school of traders.com. Not international school of traders.com, just go to schooloftraders.com and then click on book. I am going to have a one-on-one with you, and then I am going to coach you and show you how do we look at these things, and I'm going to show you our amazing syllabus. Then I'm going to show you how these things happen, how do we look at these things. But all in all, thank you for coming through. See you guys on the other side of the withdrawals. Shalom.